deserts, prisons on the corners, low-income housing with nothing but commoners. We blend together to make it as a whole. No respect, stained glass windows with bullet holes. We lose hope and our faith in time. The pastor use the same rope to hang his body up after. And now let's take a visit to the local high school, run by the system, inhabited by these fools. And they break the laws, they're breaking the rules. So uncool, with no floaties in this pool. It's sink or swim with no pastor and no guidance. So they turn to guns, that's their only alliance. And the drugs as a non-taxable income, hoping it will bring them to the path of kingdom come. No paper trails, no more chance to fail. Succeeding now, instead of rotting in these jails. A chance to stay floating to the sun, they'll sail, hoping to leave some wealth for the poor along the trail. With this top-down ladder society has established, nearly impossible for the bottom to abolish. Say hello to the past, the root of the troubles. We live in the past and now the evil is double. Rather than progress, we decide to regress. No civility, we're savage and digress from the point. And we erase one another with guns, drugs, knives. We smother each other, so no more of the past. Let us advance, say goodbye and hello to our chance. Let's hit rewind back to 1964, Civil War for civil rights. Storming towards a shore, non-violent movement. Met with all the hatred, these activists gave everything. Feeling so jaded and segregated, the dreams negated and hated. They earned the equal rights, but all of that faded. The feelings of the ill-minded crushed their dreams. They say words can kill and shatter self-esteem. So if there was a dagger to kill, it would be hate. The activists won't wait, sending letters at a rate that could drown a person in water or crush the skull, or crush the soul, like all of their goals. So fast forward to the 80s, screaming to save me, but there's no one there. From ever since you were a baby, the system set it up to sit them up in a drag. The scapegoats to blame, to reassure the brags. What a society with no morals or values. It only allows what it thinks that you should do. Wealth consumption, luxurious material, all so trivial, just constructing an imperial. Say hello to the past, the root of the troubles. We live in the past and now the evil is double. Rather than progress, we decide to regress. No civility, we're savage and digress from the point. And we erase one another with guns, drugs, knives. We smother each other, so no more of the past. Let us advance, say goodbye and hello to our chance. I'm sitting here in the ruins of 6 wars, over 10 different countries involved. What for? See, it's not just weak internal infrastructure. I'm watching and evaluating for the restructure. In an all-black city, slaughtering one another. Blood's Crips disciples, killing their brothers. Even Muslim extremists taking part in the violence, but they aren't Muslim. Yet everyone keeps the silence in guerrilla warfare. In Latin America, where's the saving grace? Call up Trans-America, then bring it back to Iraq, Lebanon, Syria. Plagued by civil war and influenced by criteria of being smaller and influentially ruled, with no education and can't ever be schooled. Into Afghanistan, see the violence is running rampant, cowering in the fear of the powerful tyrants. So we target what we put the most faith in first. The churches, temples, and mosques get immersed in violence because they blame God here for the violence. But it was never God's fault, just us with our silence. So we'll fall to the ground and look up at the wealthy, living luxuriously and ensuring that they're healthy. Then they'll look down and see a storm coming from the west. How could they have left so little for the rest? Say hello to the past, the root of the troubles. We live in the past and now the evil is double. Rather than progress, we decide to regress. No civility, we're savage and digress from the point. And we erase one another with guns, drugs, knives. We smother each other, so no more of the past. Let us advance, say goodbye and hello to our chance. Disciple 7.